it's February the 4th. There's a definite chill in the air. We've all survived another 31st January filing deadline, haven't we? A bit more about that later. What's been going on in the last month? Well, most of us have been getting our heads down, sorting out tax returns. The observant ones amongst you will notice that I've had a celebratory haircut and moustache trim. But what's been going on? Well, Liverpool keep on winning. West Ham don't. Oh, we won a test series. That's good news. And I thought, anything else much happened last month? Not really. Oh, yes, Brexit happened, didn't it? So I think it's a time for another one of my In Practice blogs. Well, January the 1st. It's a time for New Year's resolutions, isn't it? We did it as a kid, didn't we? But it is a fabled time when everyone says, "Oh, New Year's resolutions. Let's think about the coming year." And for me, as an accountant in practice, and for thousands of us around the country, really February should be our New Year's resolution, shouldn't it? This should be the time. We've come out of darkness that is the filing deadline, and at the beginning of February, we should be sitting down and planning our practice New Year's resolutions, shouldn't we? Those of us, and literally thousands of us around the country have had another tough January while we've put in extra hours to sort out miscreant clients who bring their stuff in so late. We need to make a genuine resolution, I think, this year to try a bit harder throughout the coming year to put plans in place to try and alleviate some of the burden on ourselves and our staff and our families throughout the month of for next January. There's no panacea. There really isn't. I'm not going to stand here in front of you like some sort of these people who go out on YouTube and put out videos saying they've got the answer. There is no single answer. But all I do know is if you do nothing, nothing happens. So you've got to try for small gains, try for empiric gains. Have a look at your list of the you probably don't even need a list, you can remember them, the well-known miscreants, and pick on a few of them and say, right, we're going to target these guys or girls and we're going to really attack them during this year to make sure they don't do it. So, just go for some empiric, victories in the coming month to save just some of the aggravation. And you know what? Even a little bit of work you do now can save you so much aggravation next January, because, we have got lives to live, haven't we, people? Well, as I say, here we are in February, and one of the bad things about February is that we have to sit and read such utter drivel from HMRC, especially when we've just been putting in all extra hours to actually get tax returns filed on time. And the drivel I mean. We're now about to see, and you've probably already seen it, stuff plonking into your inbox and all over your social media about how wonderful it is, HMR systems, that 94% of people filed their tax returns online, as if there's any other genuine alternative to actually filing it other than online. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like having the only car in the town and saying, everyone's using my car. I mean, it's crazy, but still they keep pushing this out as if it's something they have done. And we'll see the thing that, one of the things that, of course, they hardly ever go on about, of course, is that nearly 1 million this year filed late, nearly 1 million, and we're, 26,000 people filed their tax return in the last hour. We'll hear all of that sort of stuff. But what we won't hear from HMRC is yet again how during the month of January their systems failed big time, didn't they, people? I had calls at the office. We've seen the stuff on social media. People, the systems down, systems not working in January. We won't hear about that, will we? Oh no. We'll be just going on about self-congratulatory drivel about how wonderful our systems are. 94% now choose to use online. They don't choose to use, do they? But anyway, that's the downside, isn't it? What I was going to say here and now to all of you is I know how hard all our ICPA members worked. I know how hard the people in my office worked. I know how hard accounts up and down the country worked on behalf of their clients. to get this done. And I equally know HMRC won't be saying thank you to us, will they? No. So I'm going to say thank you. I say thank you to each and every one of you for putting in that effort. Thank you to each and every one of you on behalf of your clients. Even if they don't thank you, I'm thanking you. And you know what? In the last bit, the next piece of this video, there'll be a little thank you from the ICPA. Last month, Brexit happened. Love it or loathe it, it happened. And I think, again, using my little crystal ball, looking forward into the coming months and years, I think it's going to put more pressure on our CPE time and hours, time that we've got available for learning, because, again, clients are going to be looking to us. We are their number one trusted advisor. You know that, I know that, and all these people who keep rattling on YouTube and God knows what, all these people who are trying to tell you, how to do things, how to run your practices and all this, that and the other, they know that as well. But as I say, we're their number one trusted advisor. We're going to be the first place they come to for help and advice when the changes finally come through in whatever way they are. But there have got to be changes. So, when you're planning your coming CPE, when you're working on, your time that you set aside to keep up to date, and Lord, we have to keep up to date with tech, we have to keep up to date with tax, we have to keep up to date with VAT, we have to keep up to date with HR and employment legislation. I think we're going to have to add, change Brexit and, changes. We're going to have to add keeping up to date with that, because, the clients are going to come to us, aren't they? Earlier on in the intro to this particular video blog, I did say that the ICPA will be doing a special thank you to all accountants, not just to ICPA members, but to all accountants out there for getting January done. And what I'm going to do is, we have a wonderful publication produced for us by Armstrong Media and written and edited by the marvellous Mark McLaughlin of Bloomsbury Professional, called Tax Update. It comes out every quarter and it's full of really good stuff about tax, etc., etc. As the name implies, and this is normally available to members only, but it's February, and in the spirit of saying thank you to all accountants out there, and I'm sure our members won't mind that on this one particular instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if any accountant out there wants to have a copy of this e-magazine, and you really should, because it's full of really good quality information on tax, etc., and it comes, as I say, it's available now. If you drop me an email, that's Tony, Tony, at icpa.org.uk. That's Tony, Tony, at icpa.org.uk. Send me a quick email and I'll send you a link, and I'll send you a copy so you can have a thank you on behalf of the ICPA. And as I say, let's look forward to the new year.